Greetings, peace and blessings. Welcome to the spiritual experience. We are all here on our own journey called life. I will be your host, helping to navigate you through these challenging times. Know that we are all spiritual beings here on a human experience, meaning we are here to learn, evolve to the highest versions of ourselves, raising our vibration and creating a higher quality of life. Let's see what's on today's prayer card. For the Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion on his servants. Psalms 135:14. Now when we add these numbers up, we get a 14, which is the completion of a cycle. And then when we break down that 14, it's a 5, which is change and transformation. So at the beginning already, we see that this is the end of a cycle and it's going to be transforming us, and the change is coming because this is over. So before we get into this energy, I want to take a second and honor the divine. The highest of white light. Please send your protection while I channel this energy, and if any negative energy tries to come my way, please transmute into love, peace, and light, and let all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf. While I open my mind, heart, and spirit to the divine. Divine spirit, I am willing to learn and be teachable, while transcending my energy into peace, love, and prosperity. And may that be so. In the name of Jesus, amen. Now let's see what's going on in this divine energy war. Now remember, y'all, my videos are timeless. They are meant for you whenever you see them. Please use your own discernment while reading my messages. All right. So, we already said the Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion on his spirits, his servants. I apologize. Psalms 135:14. So we said that's the end of a cycle and change and transformation is coming. So let's see what the angels got for us on these numbers today. So we got 5, 10, 13, 6, which is 19. 19 being a 10. We are completing out a cycle, y'all. There is a shift going on. A cycle is being completed, and change and transformation is coming along with it. So we're letting go and closing out this old chapter, and we're moving forward into a new chapter. We're changing our mindset, we're changing our way of living, our beliefs. There's a lot of change going on in this energy so far. Wow. What slipped out? The screen, which is the 9 of wind. Yes, we have the 9 of wind. 9 also being the end of something, the closure. And also, 9 means letting go of something in order to receive. As you see on this screen, it's covering the light. It's blocking the light behind it. And as you find your pathway to your true self, to your true north going outward, this is how you show up in the world. This is all your worries, your doubts. People are fearful of you. You fearful of people. This is what's changing. It makes a lot of sense because our prayer card says he will vindicate you. So all these trials and tribulations we've been through, as we take the courage to step into our true selves and be who he's called us to be, we will release this screen. And let's clarify this card. The 9 of wind, the screen. You are threatened. You may appear to others as threatening. You feel cruelty. Let me repeat that. You fear cruelty, judgment, and pain. You feel a sense of anger. There is a tendency to go into seclusion, but this is not the time for withdrawal. You must enter the world in a tone, embrace love, and you will discover freedom. So with that being said, as you embrace who you are, this light behind this card, and these trials and tribulations you've been through, the Lord will vindicate you. And he's going to have compassion on you because he knows it was hard dealing with all these situations that been put forth to us. Could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be your money, it could be your mindset, it could be your belief system, it could be a whole number of things. But whatever it is, you're not showing up as your true self. You're putting on that mask. Oh, I'm happy, I'm fine, or I'm miserable, I'm sad. Whatever it is, you're not showing up to your true self. And you're bringing that cruelty, that judgment, that pain, and it's hiding your true divine light behind here. And by this saying when, it's your mindset and the way you communicate. So how you're communicating is how your mindset is. So what's going on the inside is coming outside, but we know that's not true because you're lying to yourself. So let's clarify how this is affecting us in the physical. Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh. All right. Okay, the 3 of fire, fire being action. It's a form of action. So we're taking action in our physical form. You see, 3 of light, being compassion. And he said we're going to take compassion on his servants. So we birthing of light. So this is your mind, body, and soul. We're going to put that balance. We're coming into alignment with ourselves. So that way, the path we travel down is going to birth these new ideas, these ideals, our new mindset, our new belief system, and it's going to shine through our physical as we release this mask that's going on here. So we got 9 and 3, that's a 12. That's the cycle completing. We is completing this cycle, y'all. We moving forward whether we want to or not, but it's happening. And if we don't move forward, you're going to know you didn't move forward because everything's going to start falling apart and you're going to feel like you should have did what you needed to do. But in this set, we're going to claim positivity and we're going to claim that we are moving forward. We're going to do what we came to do because we're following our soul's purpose. So let's clarify this card. 3 of fire, birth of light. Stay on the path. Keep on with your present activities. Everything is coming into fruition. It is as if a miraculous birth is at hand. To resist this great birth would bring pain. Realize you are in a state of grace. Stay with this feeling. Giving birth to the child of body and mind is not easy, but it's a highly rewarded process. In this case, your child is a product of love. Wow, this is so beautiful because the 9 of Wands have stated you want to feel like you want to run into seclusion because you're scared to live in your truth. But it's not time to go back and withdraw from society because you're scared and you're nervous and your courage may feel a little shaky. But fear is not in the absence of courage. And actually, fear is there in the presence of courage, but you still have the will to go on. And by having that will to go on, the Lord will vindicate you for all these trials and tribulations that you've been through. The Lord will show you compassion as you go through this suffering of birthing these new ideas, because now you have to step into your true self. Now when you show up in the world, you are who He designed you to be. You're living in your truth. You are aligned with His plan and His design. There's no more straddling the fence. There's no more, oh, tomorrow I'm going to step into my purpose. I'm going to align with what God's calling. No. Those ways of doing is over, because this is the end of the cycle. We have too many cycle endings to keep doing this. So now it's time to be what He called and designed you to be. This is energy is going to a good. So now let's see what's going on in the mind of this collective energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Yes, the mind and the intellect. How is this affecting? Wow. We have feminine energy out here. So we know everybody got masculine and feminine energy in us. It just happened this card come out. So we have Sister of Water. It's affecting us in our mind with our emotions, because you see our pathway is going upstream And you see the turtle? So that means she's taking her time. So that way she crossed all her T's, dot all her I's, and navigate this passage effectively to bring out her light by removing the screen and birth these lights and being her true self. His or her true self. So that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. So let's clarify this card, Sister of Water. Okay, so Sister of Water, trust your feelings and impressions. You are on the right path. You are strongly connected to the earth, water, and sky, and to the passage of all seasons. Maintain your strong connection and stay attuned to the earth. By meditating frequently, you are blessed with the ability to know intuitively that to which others have no access. Wow. So, by being aligned and attuned to your higher self, your higher calling, you're connecting with Source. You're talking with God, and God is showing you the way to birth towards these lights and let this screen down to reveal your true identity to the world, to everyone around you, to live in your truth, for you to truly be seen, and for everybody else to see you for who you are. And all these new ideas and gifts can come out the way it was designed. It's divine timing, because the cycle's ending. And it's time to move according to God's plan and His design. Okay. So now let's check and see how this affects us spiritually and in the energetic. Okay. Mother of Fire. Mother of Fire. I love this card. I'm not going to hold you. Because fire is energy. And in the energy that's going on in this reading, we have Mother. So it's another feminine energy. So it's a mature feminine energy who also is navigating this path of birthing ideas and dropping her screen, showing her true identity. Working together with this feminine energy, or the lessons from her mother energy, is shining through to birth these lights. Because the reason why I love this card, you see this lion here? That means she has a spirit of protection. She's a protector. She's sitting, and see her in this fire and this light and all this around her. That means she's standing on righteousness and truth. And her love and compassion and joy, it shines through as the protector for her children, for her tribe, for the divine. And her knowledge and wisdom help this divine energy to see her true self and her true path, to be able to let down the screen and birth new ideas. So these energies, they have worked good together. So now let's clarify the Mother of Fire. Okay. So the Mother of Fire, long after the energy of others has burned out, your own energy burns like a constant pilot light. You have the sense of being a sought-out leader, especially in matters of the spirit. You seek quiet but consistent leadership. As long as you move in according with nature's laws, nature's obey your every command. Now, you see she's a leader, and she follows all spiritual laws. So by her being this great quality of a person to this feminine energy, this younger feminine energy, or sister, or masculine, maybe take it how you want to. This feminine leadership energy, how she lived and showed up in this world, it rubbed off on her. And it got her in the mindset, in the physical, in the spirit, creating her, being her true self, because you're not learning something new. You're just looking into self and becoming who you already was. So she's just remembering who she really is and what she was designed to be by the guidance of this feminine energy. So that's probably what's making her stronger. Not probably, that is what's making her stronger to drop down this screen, live in her truth in this light, and birth these new ideas, this new mindset, this new way of life through the leadership of this mature feminine energy. Okay, so this is what's helping her spirituality, her intuition be stronger to travel this path through the leadership of this feminine energy. So that's why all these trials and tribulations that she went through, she was able to get through it with success. And that's why she's being vindicated and showing compassion because of these teachings that she learned from this adult feminine to birth out these new lights. And now she's being rewarded because the cycle is coming to completion. Oh, this is so beautiful. So I'm enjoying this. How is this affecting the emotions and intuition? Spirit, please and thank you. Okay, girl. Wow. Recognition to the wind. So in recognition, you see this dark triangle? That's the shadow side. Somebody put 3 swords in this person's shadow side, which caused true betrayal, heartbreak. It was devastating. But because of this devastation and this betrayal, they were able to follow their own light and pathways to victory and success, to be vindicated through the compassion of their compassion for God, their compassion for themselves, their compassion for life, which gave them the confidence and the strength and the faith to release this screen so they could be revealed as the true person that they are, their identity, to birth these ideas, to travel this path, slow and steady, but consistent with discipline and righteousness and truth and with love. Through the guidance and leadership of this mature feminine energy, that's how they gain recognition to overcome this betrayal and heartbreak and have this new mindset, this way of thinking through this change and transformation. Alrighty. So let's see what the Oracle deck got to add to this situation, because this is going beautiful. Spirit, please and thank you what the Oracle got to say about all of this. Okay. Sunrise. Number 33, which is a 6. Balance and harmony. So it states, I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Wow. So as this feminine energy gets up early, she's thankful and grateful and gratitude for life, for having the opportunity to still continue to follow the divine path and align with her true purpose. And by her being thankful, she was able to find her way out of this betrayal and heartbreak. She was able to find the strength to release this screen to be revealed as her true self, to be able to birth these lights. Because she is thankful to the divine for giving her these gifts, to be able to remember who her true self is through the leadership or the guidance of other people to help that he brought into her life. Like this mature feminine energy. Now let's get one more card from the Oracle deck, because I'm loving the Oracle deck from now. Spirit, please and thank you. So let's get 1, we got 3. We got 5, another rapid change and transformation, the root chakra. I have everything I need to survive and grow on this physical plane. And that's beautiful, because once you come into realization that you have everything you need and you're not out here chasing and constantly looking for somebody else to validate you, to give you that approval, and you're living in your true self, and you're not putting on this mask, and you're not falling for manipulations, and you're not getting betrayed, and you're following the proper leadership that God has put forth to you, to able to birth these lights in mind, body, and spirit, and be thankful and grateful for the day, you'll realize you have everything you need here on this physical plane to survive. So then you're starting to see your true wealth, your spiritual wealth, your physical wealth, your emotional wealth, because now you have self-control. So yes, by healing the things that needed to be healed, that was triggering you to live negative and low vibrational. As you raised your vibration into true self and really loving yourself and being one with yourself and living as you were designed, by raising your vibration and realizing that these trials and tribulations that you're being vindicated for was only a test. It was only here for you to be tested. Because how do you form true diamonds? How do you see somebody's true character? By putting them under pressure. Because a person's true character will shine once you put them under pressure. And that's when you'll see what they're truly made of. Meditation. Now getting out and meditating, and so you can listen to your inner knowing to see where God is guiding you and making sure you're staying true to self and on your right path. Meditation is also good. It gives balance and harmony to your inner self. I meditate daily to allow the universe wisdom to flow through me. So by staying aligned and attuned to nature and the world, you are living in the plan of the Most High, because you're listening to the wisdom and you're choosing that wisdom to navigate you down the path in which you should go, allowing you to have the courage and the strength to birth these lights, overcome this trials and tribulations, to be vindicated. Also while healing your inner chakras that were damaged along the way. And then we have 6, Earth Elemental, balance and harmony. We can add these numbers all up. We got 6, that's 12, 14, 19. 19, 1 and 9, which is 10. This cycle is closed. This cycle is closed. That was our angel numbers: 2, 19, 11, 15, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, that's a 9. But the 9 is closure too, but you have to release something in order to make space for something new. So by releasing your old mindset and your own way of thinking and gaining discernment from it, finding the lesson in it, you're starting to receive the blessing, and you're living as the blessing. You're living in your purpose. You're living in your identity, causing these lights to be birthed. And now, the Earth Elemental, let's clarify this, I greatly accept the abundance the Earth bestowed upon me. So now that you're being thankful in the Sun Goddess energy, knowing that you got everything you need to survive, you're showing that in how you show up. You're thankful for this abundance. You're thankful for this newfound wealth through your mind, body, and self. You're thankful. So as you wake up each day in that thankful and grateful gratitude, and you're creating the boundaries, because you know you have to create boundaries to protect your energy, because not everybody's going to be happy for you. Let's get that straight. Yes, we're peace, love, and power and light, but not everybody's going to be happy for you. So you have to use your discernment and make sure you're protecting these energies so this betrayal won't happen. You have to utilize your lessons. You have to put forth your boundaries. You see, she's wrapped in light. Not the whole picture. She's wrapped in light, and then she has her line down here protecting her. You have to protect your energy. You have to. All right, let's see what situations is going on out here in these energies. Love is at the bottom of the card. We're going to leave that out because I'm loving it. Ooh, foe. Foe and love. We're going to leave that out since we brought it out. We got foe and love. So we let go of foe energy, but just because you're letting go of foe energy does not mean you have to be nasty about it. You have to release things with grace and humility. You still have to humble yourself. That's a part of the traits of the divine. You have to humble yourself. Okay, so Spirit, what situations we have going on out here that we need to worry about? Let's pull these out. I'm loving it. All right. So we got love and foe. How I'm pulling this love and foe, it's not even as people being fake. I'm feeling a lot of people don't really know what love is. A lot of people think love is a word. Love is an action. And love is shown in how you treat God, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you show up in the universe. We could take God, because everybody doesn't resonate with God. Let's say how you show up in the world for the universe. When you put out joy, thankfulness, happiness, peace, humility, mercy, compassion, when you put that out to the universe, that's what you get back. When people don't know how to properly love and they claim they love somebody, that's why they get back negative reactions. And it's not because you're a bad person, it's because what you put out wasn't what you was actually, it wasn't lining up. And that's not because you did anything wrong. Your intention was good. It's just you didn't take time to learn what love really was. It's not just talking, it's an action. It's the actions you put forth daily. It is what show love. And if you don't take time out to truly learn and understand how you're showing up to the world, you can end up being a foe. Intentionally or unintentionally, aware or not. Because you didn't take time to look within, travel down your spiritual path, see what these betrayals and trials and tribulations are teaching you, so you can put down your mask and birth these lights and be your true self. And learn from the leadership and do your meditations and heal yourself and talk to the Most High, God, your source. So that way, the higher source, be vindicated with compassion. And a lot of people don't take time to learn themselves or actually learn what it is they actually claiming that they do. And that's why the universe, God, keep making them keep taking the same tests over and over again. Move. It's time to move. We set these cycles up. So it's time to move in a new direction of releasing these old mindsets. Because the doors are opening. And as these doors open to this new love, the new love of self, the new way to love God, the new way to love others, this fake love is moving on. Because the screen is finally coming down. You're living in your truth. And everybody can see how you are designed to be. Flat earth. The earth is not flat, it's round. And living in a narrow view is no longer accepted. Because when you know better, you do better. And as you see, you can't keep holding on to, oh, well, I was raised this way. This is how life taught me. Those are just excuses at this point. Because if nothing has changed and you're still holding on to these excuses, you're choosing not to heal. You're choosing not to evolve. You're choosing not to grow. You're choosing not to raise your vibration. Because the doors are open and it's time to move from this fake love into better love. Because we're healing ourselves. And all these tests of these betrayals that happened to us, that's all it was, were tests. To make us the diamond, the beautiful person we were designed to be. We had to get that pressure on us. Shows character. It was training. Training is up. The cycle is changing. Time is up on this training. Now it's time to show what you've been learning, what you've done. It's time to move. And not in fake love, but in humble pie. That means we're going to use humility, discernment, and grace with compassion. Because we already been vindicated. We already know he wins in the end. It's already won and done. So since we know this, and we embracing this mindset and this truth through the healing and the journey of our path we've been traveling, it's time to move humbly out of this narrow view, because the training is over on this fake love. Time to show what real love is. Through self-love, through honoring the wisdom God has bestowed on us through meditating and worship. It's time to show everybody how to love correctly through our emotional intelligence. through the way and guidance God sent Jesus here to show us love. How God shows us love every day through his mercy and compassion. That's why we're being vindicated. So there's no more excuses on the reason why we're showing up with this fake love. That means we lying to ourselves. We're not being true to self. Because only true pure love can conquer hate. Okay. Gay and bisexual. Now let's keep it 100. No matter what society say, God did not make Adam and Steve or Eve and Amanda. He put us to have everything done in divine order. And as things are done in divine order, it's man and woman. So it's enough living in that denial that is not a part of his design and how he designed us to be. Now, if you still choose to be gay or bisexual, that is your choice. But that still doesn't make it right. We all have free will. That is not according to his design. So it's time to move from this mindset that it is okay. No, it's not okay. It's a choice that you're choosing to do to go against his design and higher purpose. When you realize this is not a part of his design and you stop lying to yourself with this fake love, doors will open and the training will be over. Because the mask will be released. Because you're showing recognition in how you are designed and created to be and show up on this earth. And it was not gay or bisexual. That's not how he paired us one by one. No. The sockets and the plug has to match. Anywho, on. It's on. It is on. This cycle is over because it's on with a new mindset and a way of being in love, light, truth, and honesty. And I know that sometimes the truth may hurt because everybody wants to fit social norms. Everybody wants to fit into society. But what is the cost of fitting into society? Are you willing to give up your soul? Are you willing to just bend and conform? Release your power because society says so? No. That's not God's way. God's way is not man's way. The divine's way is not human way. We are spiritual beings here on a human experience. Not humans here on a spiritual experience. No, God taught us how to live. And how we live is how we are rewarded. That's why we're birthing these new lights and changing our mindset, because he didn't design us to live hidden behind the screen. He designed us to live in truth, love, and light. No matter the cost. If you have to lose friends, if you have to lose people who said they supported you, if you losing people because you living and standing on truth, that means they wasn't there for you in the first place, and you just making space for the people that God sent it for you to come and help you on your journey and path. So don't be sad when your God is asking you to let something go or taking something out of your life through this betrayals and trials, because he wants you to live in your truth. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to know true love. He wants us to train ourselves on his way, not our way, not leading to our own understanding, not leading to our own judgment, but his understanding and his judge. Because at the end of the day, he's the judge of our soul. Or you're going to give it away to the foe. I'm just saying. Because being a false person is no longer acceptable. He didn't design us to be fake. He designed us to be real, to live in to live in your identity, to live in his image, which is truth, righteousness, joy, love. And he's been training us on this our whole life. Everybody knows right from wrong. Everybody knows truth. But when you start changing it and watering it down and not doing your own investigation to see how is this the divine want us to live? Is this according to his will, his plan, his purpose for us? And if you don't see that, and you don't feel fulfilled spiritually, and you still feel empty, then maybe you need to reevaluate your life, because being a false person is not cool. And when you step into the true calling that he put forth for you, and you live in that, and love and light, you'll start to see things change for you. And it'll change for you for the better. Because he's going to vindicate you with compassion. And when you have compassion, you'll have peace on your soul. Peace that passes all understanding. because you're living in your truth. And the truth is this how God, the Most High, designed me to be? And once you're able to say yes with your whole heart, mind, soul, and spirit and birth these lights and drop the screen, you'll be so happy, positive, joy. All of that's going to fall over to your life. And that's going to bring joy to the divine because that's how he wants us to be. Happy, love, fruitful. Go be fruitful. Go be merry. He wants us to be clear, not confused. He's not the author of confusion. And not having not being sure in your sexuality. This is confusion. Because this is not how you were designed. So that can't be right. So when you humble yourself and stay true to yourself and live as you are meant to be, you'll realize I have everything I need to survive and grow on this plane, this physical plane. So on that note, I'm going to humble myself and we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me and thy enemies. In the presence of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Love, peace, joy, and kindness and prosperity are traits and essence of God. As you go out into the journey of life, remember to be the God someone sees today. You may be the only God they see today in this divine energy war. Peace and blessings be with you until next time. Mwah.